Hey there folks, my name is Alex. My partner Megan and I wanted to fill our lives with experience, so we moved into our van Betty and hit the road. When we realized how much more we can do while living out of a van, we decided to go all in for the long run. After 6 months of living in the van and traveling around, we've decided we want to completely rethink, redesign, upgrade, and improve our van. We're doing a full rebuild. This is the Alex Build Stuff Show. It's the show where I build stuff and I show you. Hey there folks, welcome back to the show. This is the Alex Build Stuff Show. I'm Alex, and in today's episode, we are gonna be doing all the finishing in the van because guess what? It's almost done. It's almost finished. I cannot believe it. It has been 3.5 months to get this done. I actually just finished testing the propane system in the van, and I'm proud to say that we have a working propane stove and heat in the van. Did the whole spray down thing with the spray bottle, this thing right here, woohoo. Ooh, now there's water all over my lens, cool. And no leaks, we're good to go. This is actually the first time that I have on-demand heat in a van that I'm living in, which I'm very, very excited about because Meg and I had some very, very cold nights last year. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what we're getting done in this episode, and then we're just gonna fly right into it. All right, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a lot of bare edging in here. Now, some people will use edge banding for that. I don't really care for that, so I'm going to put spalted maple trim over all of these edge pieces. In addition, we will be installing a wood stove. We need to cut another hole in the roof. The floor, which has been bare this entire build, is going to be covered with Douglas fir. These window cutouts are going to get covered up, and I will be building shelving all along these strips here and here. There's going to be spices right here, and this is all going to be plants. In addition to that, there's got to go lights underneath these cabinets here on either side, and probably some book storage or something like that. I don't know, we'll see what I make up. You may also notice that I have painted our dashboard and the door skins. We just wanted to match the kind of interior aesthetic of the van. We're just lightening everything up. And then there's just a long collection of little odds and ends that I have to do. All right, guys, let's get after it. So you just saw me staining a bunch of trim and floor pieces that I will be putting in the van later. What I'm going to be doing first is putting the floor in the back underneath the bed. I just want to do this first just so that I can get an idea of what it looks like and what I'm up against, and if I don't like how it looks, then at least it'll be covered up and I can do something different in the front of the van. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get after it. So while I am waiting for stain and clear coat to dry, I am sorting through this next little problem of mine, which is figuring out how this little wood stove is going to fit in the van without burning anything. When I was building, I kind of just got carried away with building and build away, and all of a sudden I have all this like infrastructure in the van and no place for our wood stove. This was the intended area for the stove, but the problem is I haven't really given myself like enough space for the stove to sit in there safely. So I think what I have to do is I'm gonna have to build a platform that kind of follows the same line as this countertop edge right here, and it'll come out to here, Then I can move the stove away from the wall a little bit so that it doesn't get too hot. Now, before I go, if you are wondering about this tiny wood stove, and if you're new here and haven't heard me talk about it before, my friend Andres, who is in Switzerland, he started a company called Tiny Stove, and he has come out with this product, this little stove that is called the Peanut. And it's just a kind of a smaller version of your typical like Cubic Mini, Grizzly, or Cub, or whatever they're called. He'll be releasing this stove quite soon. It has been in production, or has been in R&D for a really long time. We got the kind of version 1 that has a few little quirks, but it's still, I mean, you can hold fire in it. If you guys are interested in this tiny little wood stove, make sure to check out tinystove.com. I'll leave a link right here. Check out the Peanut. I'm pretty sure it's going to be up on his website pretty soon and available for sale. So, all right, let's build a platform for this thing. Whew. It is hot out here right now. Might be that I've just been toiling on my knees for like the last 2 hours, but anyway. Check that floor out. It looks really, really good. I am super, super happy with how this has turned out. I just put the first coat of polyurethane down on there. I'm probably gonna go about 5 coats, so it's gonna take a long time. I think I have a flash time at this temperature, maybe about 20 minutes, half an hour, that I can get back on there, sand it down a bit, and then put another coat on. So I'm probably going to be at it for the next, well, I don't know if I'm going to do another coat tonight, but probably tomorrow. I'll have about half a day just waiting for clear coat to dry. Also, I want to point out, it looks like our gas meter's working. That is normally at 0, and right now it's registering 2.4, so it must be picking up on the fumes. I have a very motley collection of woods here in the van. So this is birch, this is spalted maple, that is mahogany, that is mahogany, that is Douglas fir, and then I have a little bit of spruce over there, and some pine in here somewhere. Lots of spalted maple, whatever wood that is. It's kind of like a wood orphanage. or where wood goes to die a very slow death. I'm not gonna look at it like that. So we're at a point in the build that I've kind of been avoiding for a long time. I know there's a lot of those little inflection points that I've been avoiding, but this is like the last one, which is drilling the last big hole in the roof. I have this really awesome product from Tiny Stove, the guys that made the wood stove that I'm putting right here. This is a like an entry or a exit port for a flue pipe, and it's got like this nice hatch. Then you just put your flue pipe in there, and then when you want to take your flue pipe off, just pull it off, close the door, and that's watertight. It's got a big old hole. Said hole has to go right there, roughly. Of course, this sits on the top. Okay, let's go. Well, folks, that is pretty well it for this episode. I have accomplished everything that I came to accomplish, which was getting all the trim up, doing 99% of the finishing. There's still a few little finishing touches that I have to do, but it's looking amazing in here, don't you think? I'm really pleased with how everything has come together, and it's looking really, really great. So stay tuned for next episode. I'm going to be taking care of a bunch of exterior work, which means new bumper for Betty, bigger tires for Betty, a winch for Betty, a bunch of lights, and oh yeah, I'm going to be stripping and coating the entire frame with 415. Lots of work ahead of me. I'm still not done, and I'm getting very close to being burned out. But I'm still enjoying what I'm doing. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate all of you watching and being here along for the journey of the rebuild of this van. And I am so looking forward to getting on the road. Megan and I are almost done with her time here on the island, and we'll be leaving in about a month and a half. So we're both really excited for that, and we're excited to start adventuring and doing adventure content yet again. So until next time, remember to keep on roaming. Later.